The Saudi Pro League transfer window is officially closed and Casemiro is still a Manchester United player. How in the world did we get to this point? Meanwhile, it's a U-turn concerning Alejandro Garnacho. Ruben Amorim has spoken to the board and a decision has been made. The boy will leave. No, he won't. He's staying. Meanwhile, it's deal day, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Dorgu, Flight Dorgu, is soon touching down in Manchester. He was left out of the team that played the game against Parma. He was not on the field. Why? The coach has confirmed why. And listen, Man United is energized now because the first signing in the new era, the first marquee signing, is about to be confirmed. Let's get it. Welcome to the United Sport. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's a weekend, guys. Different energy. People say the weekend is about, slouching and chilling. For me, it's the other way around. I'm always energized when it's a weekend, fam, because tomorrow Crystal Palace is going to Old Trafford. Certainly, we've got something, a vendetta, I would call it, against Crystal Palace. You do recall how they beat us 4-0 under Eric Ten Hag. This man will get his revenge against them soon. I feel it. Never mind Oliver Glasner also trying to manage the same system as Amorim. I feel it that we can give them a proper run for their money and get a sweet revenge against them. But I'll talk about that game in a bit. Let me just give you what's going on. So, the Saudi Pro window, the Winter Pro window in the Saudi Pro League ended officially last night, and Casemiro is not an Al Nassr player. Al Nassr are busy signing the likes of John Duran, and Casemiro is not there. Why? Yet this is one of the deals we expected to be happening fast for Man United's exit. I mean, this guy is perhaps being a little bit like Marcus Rashford, holding the club at ransom, but doing it in a more different way, pretending to want to play for the club. He's so passionate about the club. Man United has loved him, pretending to all be passionate while he's enjoying 300,000 quid for doing absolutely nothing. Guys, this is unacceptable. Casemiro is a traitor. Casemiro is becoming a traitor. We loved him because we felt he had seen the need for Man United to get rid of him, free the wage bill, so that we make way for younger players who are going to give us value. But the guy is still here, and it's up to him. It's not like Amorim wants him. Clearly, we see Amorim doesn't have him in his short-term, mid-term, neither certainly long-term plans. But Casemiro, with the money he's earning, has a contract until 2026. He's dragging everything and frustrating the life out of every club that is trying to get him. So Saudi, the window is closed. Now, there are links between him and clubs like AS Roma, clubs in Italy and Turkey, but he's undecided about what he wants to do. He seems to be comfortable being on the bench forever while earning 300,000 quid per week for another 1 year, 1.5 seasons, because his contract runs out in 2026. Guys, this is bad. It's wrong. Casemiro had a brilliant first season at Man United, and I'll say it with authority. If the first season is anything to go by, at that point, he proved to be the best Man United signing post Sir Alex Ferguson. His performance in the first season for Man United was legendary, but the way he's behaving now, Casemiro is destroying everything he has done in the past. Why are people like this? Why do you cling on to power? Why do you overstay your good? The longer you stay, you're messing up all the good you could have done in the past. Casemiro, who could have left a legend, probably knighted in the heads of some of us, is going to destroy it all. Why? Move on, fam. Move on. We don't need you now. We need the money that you're earning to be paid to another player. These players have got to show some heart, really. It's sad. Anyway, so, but he's not alone. I mean, Marcus Rashford, who is now linked with Aston Villa, and again, he's even worse with Rashford because even his former teammates, his former idols, the Wayne Rooney's, have all told him, boy, move on, guy, move on. Go find another lover. Move on. Don't pretend to be also in love with Man United. I don't know why these players think we are fools. They keep saying, I love Man United. I live for Man United. But you're earning 300,000 quid to sit in the director's box and take images of that whatever bulletproof glass window showing us the pitch, showing us you're there. Go lads, go lads. Is that what you're paid to do? You should be on the pitch fighting with those players. You're the top earner. You're earning more than any of them, but you can't do nothing. You're just taking images and you're just there. You can't take a pay cut to be on the pitch playing football. Where is your ambition? These players were certainly never the right players to be at Man United. By the way, the situation going on at Man United has exposed some of these United players so bad, and that's why it's difficult for any club to trust them, because these players are too selfish. They don't love the game. If you love football, you can't be comfortable earning so much money, warming the bench, yet there are clubs that can give you playing time. Look at the young boy, Matthew Stell. He has told Bayern, even if they want him, he wants to be on the pitch. It's not about him being at a big club, Bayern, and just warming the bench. He wants to be on the pitch playing. That is the attitude of a footballer, a hungry footballer. These players are not hungry no more. They don't have the heart for the club. Rashford now is linked with Aston Villa. He's linked with Barcelona. Barcelona are saying the financials are impossible, so it's likely they will bow out. The deal won't happen. He has been linked with Borussia Dortmund and all these clubs, but he cannot come out and say, you know what, I'm willing to take a pay cut so that I step on the pitch and save my career. Who are these players? Which kind of players do we have? Now, the one player who is proving to be exemplary, again, following the footsteps of Harry Maguire, is the young Alejandro Garnacho. And I'll tell you, this situation with Garnacho is making me love him the more, because the change in attitude for me has been so sweet to watch, because we are looking at a player whose potential we all know, Puskas Award winner. He has scored all forms of magical goals, but he had started getting all over himself. New boss comes in, is telling him this is how I want to play. He's saying I won't change. And then the guy says you won't be in my team. Responds in training and changes, and every day in each game you see Garnacho is better. A player who was linked with a move away. Now Amorim had a meeting with the board of Ineos, and he told them, I want to keep Garnacho and Kobe because their attitude is what I want. They have responded. They understand what I need from them. They are trying hard to improve. They are working hard. They have shown the anger and hunger. They are both angry, and the anger motivates you. I was talking to my friend KK, who I had here, and he said, if Garnacho uses this motivation in the right way, he's going to be dangerous. And I'm seeing it. Of course, the transition is way too much that things won't click instantly, but you see the improvement every day in every facet of his game. Defensively, attitude, playing for the team, working hard, running. For me, that is what you want to see. So now, a boy who was banished from the squad for at some point because of his attitude, his wrong behavior, and not wanting to adjust, is now being discussed in boardrooms where he's not, saying he cannot, don't sell him. If you can, keep him. Yet United need money. So Amorim is getting to a point where he's saying, you know what, I think I've got now this under control. There is no money, but we've got a lot of good youngsters in the academy who we can jail with this senior team and try to build something over time. I feel like the pressure, the panic buys are beginning to be eased now, that now they're focusing on a loan move for Matthew Stell. If it happens, it does. If it doesn't, we don't care. But we have Jido Obi anyway. Almost the same age. He's also a teen. But the thing is, Amorim is beginning to get his thing in control. He's getting full control over his team, and we are beginning to see that identity on this team, and players are beginning to buy into it. And for me, when that happens, I don't care who is in, who is out. I trust Amorim will be able to teach anyone to do what exactly he wants them to do. So all I need to see now is players like Rashford and Casemiro moving on, so that, you see, the presence of Casemiro and Rashford also psychologically affects the manager or the coach and the players. Imagine if you're Garnacho playing and maybe you don't have a good game, like it happens at times. You don't have a good game, but there's Rashford in the stands and certain fans start shouting his name, chanting his name. He's the top earner, earns more than everyone, including the coach. You even if you're the coach, you think about him because you know he's in the director's box watching you, and there are sections of supporters who back him to stay. So you just want to disentangle for good. Let him go for good, for the players to be free, because he's a big personality. Casemiro is a big personality. These are two of the topmost earners in the English Premier League, if not in Europe. So for me, that has got to be sorted. But speaking of that, let me wrap it up with some happy news, because again, beautiful weekend. So guys, Flight Dorgu is about to touch down in Manchester, and you've got guys to follow on the flight that flight tracker. keep following, because that flight from Italy, any flight you see touching down from Italy, just follow, and anytime from now, I will be back breaking it down for you, because the medical is slated for today. Patrick Dorgu was left out of the game against out of those who played against Parma, because the coach said, I mean, the reality is the guy's head and mind are all in Manchester, have been in Manchester. Even if it were you have a deal, you're set for a medical in Manchester, and you're at Lecce, you travel to Parma, and you're like, I want to play to prove my. What if a heartless guy breaks your legs and your dream ends there? What if someone comes and breaks your limbs and your dream ends there? You can't. You wouldn't risk. You wouldn't want to play. I think they made the best decision, not just for Man United, but for Dorgu himself, because it's not worth the risk, man. You go past that medical and sign a dream deal to change the lives of your entire clan and family. Just know Dorgu's life is changed for good. It is changed for good. So, yeah, that's what's happening. So today, guys, it's deal day. You should be excited about it. Expect more coming from me. If you haven't turned on your notification bell, better do it, because trust you me, it's going to be happening so fast. Things are going to happen so fast. I will give you an update on Dorgu. Certainly, an update on Matthew's tale. The guy is saying, Man United, is it possible to explore that deal, loan with an option to buy? It sounds good for him. If he's got good brains in his head, certainly the Man United offer will make sense for Matthew's tale. And after that, when he's confirmed, I'm going to give you a proper idea of how he fits into this team and what Amorim is trying to build. It's magical, fam. It can be magical. Even when we don't have a lot of money to spend. It's not about money at times. It's about the brains, the understanding. We didn't need money to play Kobe Maino as a 10 in the previous game and see what happened. It's not about money. Sometimes it's you moving the pieces. We didn't buy Ahmad. He was there. The past manager didn't see him. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to attack anyone. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. It's deal day, fam. It's always a happy day on deal day. Like, share, and subscribe. And let me catch you later, man. Peace, love, and harmony.